Alright, welcome back. As we continue to talk about our hot topic discussion of racism, you understand that racism can get real ugly, it can get real disgusting, and it can get downright violent. We're going to talk about a situation that happened approximately a month ago in Buffalo to an individual. Watch this clip.
Police are investigating a possible hate crime tonight. Police say an 18-year-old man was severely beaten with a piece of concrete last night at Genesee and Floss Avenue. The victim is white. Witnesses tell police he was attacked by a large group of black men. The victim is in serious condition tonight at ECMC with a severe head injury.
Brian Milligan Jr. still has some bleeding on the brain, says his family, and will require plates in his jaw, which now must be wired closed in order to heal.
12 young men jumped on him with bricks and that, and told him that he shouldn't have came back to that area.
The family believes Brian was targeted by a gang of African-American teenagers because he is dating Nicola Fletcher, who is black.
Brian Milligan is tough. He's alive at ECMC despite an attack Tuesday night near the corner of Genesee Street and Floss Avenue by at least a half a dozen African-American men.
What he looked like when he came in was just awful. It didn't even look like my son.
Brian Milligan Sr. feels confident his son's beating is a hate crime. His son, who was white, and his African-American girlfriend were repeatedly taunted and teased about their relationship before the attack.
They're just in love. They just want to be left alone.
Brian's father says his son didn't get a good look at those who beat him up because they hit him from behind using a concrete brick.
I mean, I couldn't believe that a human being can lose so much blood and walk home for 5 blocks.
Buffalo police have not arrested anyone for the crime. Milligan thinks the police response would have been different if his son wasn't white.
I don't want to sound wrong, but what happens if it was a black boy laying up on that bed and it was 12 white guys that did this to him?
Milligan says his son's girlfriend is scared for her safety, and he hopes police can make an arrest soon.
When I first dated him, actually, when I would walk down the street, they would make comments.
Brian Milligan's girlfriend, Nicola, doesn't understand how racial hatred can be so intense, but she wants justice.
What would you like to see happen now?
I would like to see whoever did it to come forward, or either the police, find out who did it.
Sometimes race plays a part, and you can't hide behind that. They were black. That was barbaric and senseless. They must be held accountable.
Okay, here's a question. Do you know any interracial couples? And those interracial couples, do they face prejudice at all? If they do, share it with us. The other question I want to ask is if this incident had happened at your school. If it happened at your school, what would you have done? How would you handle it? What do you think the response would be? And number 3, what about the father's response? The father had a response to it. I'm not sure if you caught that. Let's play that again.
I don't want to sound wrong, but what happens if it was a black boy laying up on that bed and it was 12 white guys that did this to him?
Yeah. What is your response on the father's opinion? We'll be back in about 7 minutes.